Late night Home Depot runs, always the best. Alright guys, we made it to the air compressor aisle. We're going to be picking up an air compressor today. Probably nothing this big, but at least something to do about 20 to 60 PSI continuous that we're not going to have any problems with. Today we're going to be doing a bed liner on the truck. We got about 3 to 4 days. We got about 4 days time before the truck's going to be shipped. So we got plenty of time to apply it first thing in the morning. Get it all, well, we got to get it prepped first thing in the morning, apply it tomorrow afternoon, and then we're going to be able to let it dry before it sits on the ship, and then it'll sit on the docks before it loads up on the ship. It's going to have a few days of waiting here in Hawaii still before it can actually get loaded up, so we're going to have plenty of time to let this dry. This is, I know, crunch time, and you're probably calling me crazy, but I am kind of crazy a little bit, and we're going to get this all done. So I'm going to look around, look at the best prices, look at the best options as far as the air compressor goes, and then check back in with you. Alright guys, so we just picked up a few things, and they're bringing the air compressor to the front of the store right now. It's going to be a 30-gallon Husky compressor. It's the best bang for the buck, they said, and they highly recommended it. So we picked up a few more things. By the way, we'll show you the Raptor liner once we get to the garage, and we'll unbox and do everything like that. But since I had to bring this out tonight, I figured I'd make the intro here at Home Depot. So we got lacquer thinner, plenty of it, masking tape. We already have some, but we got more just in case. A little bit of goof off in case we get a little bit of spillage or something and we need to remove it really quick. It's always good to have goof off around when you're doing stuff like this. Respirator mask, safety first. I have a few at the house, but I just picked up a few extra. Then we picked up 80 grit. We're going to hit it with 80. We got a couple of spots that are getting some surface rust right now, so we're going to put it all the way down with 80. Then we're going to go ahead and put 120 on there and get it smoothed out a little bit more. I already have a sander, so I'm probably going to be using a sander while I'm doing this to make it a little bit easier on myself. But that's a few things that I picked up. We'll show you the air compressor once we get to the front of the store. And do not mind Paisley because she is running a muck tonight. She just turned 1 year old today, so happy birthday to her. But we'll see you guys when we get to the front of the store. She's over here grabbing everything. Alright guys, finally made it back home. We're going to get the air compressor unloaded. Also, we're going to do the unboxing, show you guys exactly what I got from Raptor Lining. Pretty excited to show you this stuff. It's going to be some really good stuff, and I can't wait to see the results. For most of you who are new to the channel, or for any of you guys who are new to the channel, you can see the little bit of surface rust I was telling you guys about. We're going to get this all cleaned up, sanded down, and prepared for this paint. Hopefully I don't have to make this a two-part video, but I might have to make this a two-part video because it's going to be a lot of prep work and a lot of painting work. So we'll see what we can get done in this video, and we'll see you in a minute. Alright guys, it is the next morning. In effort to make this not a two-part video, because I hate two-part videos. I think they're the absolute cancer of YouTube, and I just can't stand them. I went ahead and set everything up last night as far as the new air compressor. I studied up on the air compressor, learned a lot about it since I'm new to air compressors, and learned a lot. So I tested it out last night, made sure all my fittings were good, made sure all my fasteners, everything like that was squared away. And then, of course, it tested it, made sure everything was working, made sure I knew how to use it properly, things like that. So that's what I did last night. I went ahead and unboxed all the stuff from Raptor Lining, so I'm going to get it out of the garage and then show you everything I got. I'm really excited about this stuff. I think it's going to look great. I think we're really going to be able to make the bed look a lot better, pretty much brand new. Hopefully that's the goal, but we'll see in the end. I was pretty happy that the air compressor fit in here. I was kind of worried about it with the pressure washer, the full set of 33s that I have in here, and I got a lot of Army gear in the back. I was really impressed with the air compressor being able to fit in here, and I was really happy with it. But I'll be showing you guys today what I got from U-Pull. The Raptor Lining line is really impressive. As you guys know, if you've been with the channel for a while, bed lining the truck is something that I've been wanting to do for quite a while. I mean, as you can look at it, it looks horrible. So I've really been doing a lot of research these past few months and trying to figure out the best route and best approach to take when it comes to bed lining this truck. So I got in touch with U-Pool, started asking them questions. I got really interested on it, read the reviews, did a lot of research on this stuff. Like I said, this was months of research, and I'm really happy that this came in before I ship the truck so we can get this done before the truck gets on the boat. And I also researched it. It only takes, the box says, the instructions say 16 hours to cure, but of course we're going to go ahead and give it 24 hours. I'm not going to drive the truck 24 hours after the bed liner is applied, and that should be well good enough to where I don't have to worry about it lifting or bubbling up when the truck is shipped. So we're going to get all this out of the garage, lay it out on the bed, and show you exactly what we got. By the way, came out here this morning and there was another truck upgrade box ready for me, so be expecting that video. You second gen owners are going to love this upgrade. It's really simple, going to be a quick upgrade, but really effective, and I can't wait to throw it on. Alright guys, so real quick from left to right, I'm going to give you the down and dirty on why I got each product and what each product is for. So all the way to your left, you're going to see a spray gun. Of course, this is for applying our Raptor lining. And you can find these things for like 20 bucks. We'll also talk about prices and things like that also. But you can find this thing for like 20 bucks off Amazon or directly from U-Pool's website, which I will link in the description, by the way. It comes disassembled with the rod and the tip and the box and this, but it's easily just screw it on and then it's ready to go. And then of course, apply your air to the bottom here. This stick goes right into the bottles, which we'll show you when we're applying the product. And I'm looking forward to how good this thing does because it's a really simple design and I hear good things about it. So the next thing we're going to go into is our tintable. Then we have black kits. We have 2 kits of black because that's what we're going to be doing on the truck bed. We're going to do black on the truck bed. But as you guys seen in my video yesterday, I'm really thinking about using this tintable color kit, and this is going to be when I get to Alabama. I'm not going to be doing that in this video. But I got a kit of tintable because I'm probably going to be doing behind the tires. As you guys seen, the rock chips from having 12 wides are kind of giving me rock chips behind my rear tires. So what I'm probably going to do is when I get to Alabama is I'm going to make a separate video about applying tintable behind those rear tires. And maybe even applying tintable to the top of the bed rails. You guys can see sometimes the top of the bed rails can get affected by loading things up in the truck and things like that. So adding Raptor bed liner tintable, it'll keep the truck's color because you just add the paint code which you find on the inside of your door sill. You can find it and then you can actually, matter of fact, I'm going to actually open up the boxes as I'm talking about them so that you guys can see a little bit better of an idea when I'm talking about bottles and things like that. I need to be able to show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. But you add the tint code directly to the bottle as well as a hardener. So each kit comes with 4 bottles. The same is going to apply for the black kits, like the tintable kits. So you're going to come with 4 bottles. I'll just open this one up because it's the same exact things inside, except of course this one being black, this one being a tintable. You're going to see on the sides here and in the bottom, tintable, so you know what you're working with. See? So you can make sure you have the right bottle for the job. Then it's going to come with this hardener. And by the way, you can buy these kits on Amazon or directly from U-Pool for about $120 each. So $120 per 4 bottles, comes with the hardener as well. And you have to order separate the paint code because of course they don't know what paint code you have, so you have to order that separately and just add it. So with the hardener, you get this case right here. And you're going to apply the hardener. There's enough hardener in here for 5 bottles, so you have plenty enough to do these 4 bottles. This bottle right here is filled up to about yay level, about here. And you see this ridge, you're going to see this ridge right here around the bottle. It looks like a design, but that's actually meant for the hardener. So you're going to pour enough hardener in there until you get to that ridge. And then you're going to shake the bottle up really good. The same applies again to the black kits that we're about to open up. But you're just going to shake it really good. And then once you got the hardener filled up to this ridge, there's another line right here. You guys can see that. That is where you're going to fill up the paint that matches your truck from this indentation in the bottle all the way up to that level right here. And then you're going to shake it up for about 3 minutes. Really good. And then within 20 minutes of you doing that and shaking it up, you want to go ahead and apply that to your truck, because if you don't do it within 20 minutes, then it's going to get milky and starting to harden up a little bit. So to get the best product out of these things, by the time you shake it, you should be applying it to your truck within 20 minutes. So we're going to put these bottles up, we're going to put the hardener up. But moving on, like I said, it's the same exact thing. The kits come with the same exact stuff as the tintable, except this is strictly for black. So we got 2 coats of this. It's probably going to take me about 6 bottles to do the entire truck bed. And we'll get into all the specifics as far as PSI and everything. I think I'm going to end up shooting on 60 PSI, but we'll get in all the specifics and like actually shake up the bottle and show you that here shortly. But I just wanted, like I said, give you the down and dirty on all the products and why we got them. So the next thing down the list is going to be the roll-on. So this is going to be applied when we get to Alabama as well. This is going to go to a lot of our undercarriage aspects of the vehicle, like control arms, axles, diff covers. This is going to give it a lot of texture, and this is roll-on, so it's going to be really good stuff. But like I said, this is going to be once we get to Alabama as well, just like the tintable, and we'll be able to utilize this stuff a lot better. But we're going to go ahead and strictly just with the spray gun for the bed, and then roll on for undercarriage. And then last but not least, the bottles on the end. This is an adhesion promoter. It's going to be very important if you're going to be doing your truck bed. I'll give you a closer look of it. But if you're going to be on your truck bed, there's a lot of areas that are hard to reach. Again, this is directly from U-Pull, and this is going to help us, like if we can't sand down an area really good because of like it's in a crease or something, we're going to spray a little bit of this on there when we're doing our prep surface and prepping the bed. And as you guys know, prepping the surface is the most important part about doing a bed liner. So we're going to really take our time and really do it right. So we got some adhesion promoter, we got 2 bottles of it. Again, this is directly from U-Pull. And the next thing we're going to have is a etch primer. Give you a closer look at this as well. This is going to be for the areas that we have surface rust in that we're going to take all the way down to the metal. We're going to spray this in that area so we have primer on the bare metal so that we can get a nice adhesion and not have any bubbling or anything at all going on with the bed liner. So before we get into the prep surface, I just want to give you a couple of talking points on why I chose Raptor bed lining. And just to save time, I'm probably going to do a time lapse on the entire sanding of the bed and prepping the surface. You guys know what I bought. I showed you already. I'm going to hit it with 80 if it's surface rust. Going to hit it with 120 if it's regular. Just going to get the clear coat off if it's regular, no rust in that area. But if there's rust in the area, I'm going to take it all the way down to the bare metal and then use our etch primer, which I just showed you guys about. But a couple of the talking points I just wanted to go over really quickly and why I chose Raptor lining over, say, a more expensive one or any other product whatsoever. So the Raptor liner is actually pliable, so that means it's going to expand and condense with the heat of the truck, so it's not going to crack over time. As well as its UV resistance over time, it's not going to like dull or go anything but black. And also, of course, you guys know Raptor liner, very durable product, so it's going to last a lot of time. Also cost efficient. You know, these kits, $120. Spray gun is 20 bucks, so it's not anything going to ruin your wallet or drain your bank account or anything you got to take a loan out for or anything crazy. So very cost efficient bed liner for what you get and the product that you get. And also last thing, it just looks great, but we are going to see that at the end. You know, it looks great in what I've seen in YouTube videos and online and the research that I've done, but today we're actually going to be able to tell in person. I'll give you guys close-up looks and show you what exactly it looks like at the end of the video. We're going to jump right into prepping the surface, sand it down, get our lacquer thinner, get everything off. We're going to use our air that we just got, our newly acquired air. So we're going to spray off the surface, get all the dust particles, things like that off, clean the surface really well, and then time lapse that entire thing, and then jump right into prepping the bottles and coating the bed.
Look into your eyes, change my mind. Then again, I don't mind. I seem to find all the answers to the questions I don't like, but you make them all alright.
I often wonder what really it is that you offer me. At least I feel your touch, even if it's just when you walk on me. Your mind is always elsewhere. It's there, it's on, then it's off of me. I wanna feel your depth, but your heart is deaf when you talk to me. I guess that's what we were taught. We open up depending on how many drinks we have bought. He wants your head and it's ironic, doesn't care about your thoughts. You want more drink away from drowning, feeling empty and lost, but me, I'm no better. She wants to fuck around and I let her. A culture now, we're together, but was never together. I know you're looking for one night, and I've been stuck on forever. So I think it's sad that I'm naive to think that we could do better, but fuck it. I should have known from the start, and even after all this time, I still don't know who you are.
Alright guys, we just got done masking everything off. The next step is going to be cleaning off this surface. I should have probably got my pressure washer and done this, but I'm just going to do it with a spray bottle, soapy spray bottle, and some microfiber towels. Clean all the surface off, then sand it down. But I'll give you guys a walk around. I pretty much masked off the entire truck, including the top of the cab. Masked off all of there, did all my lines. I'm going to stop at the top of that bar. We'll show you here in a second, but I'm going to stop right there. These are all my end lines. I'm not going to do this. Like I said, I'll probably do the color matched for right here to protect the top of the bed rails, because I don't want people to be able to notice from far away. but it'll also be able to provide that durability that we want. Then of course my line's right here. Don't want to make this clip too long because I'm trying to keep the video as short as possible, like I said, but everything's pretty much masked off. And then my end line up here is right here on top. So we're gonna go ahead and start cleaning off the bed with a spray bottle microfiber towel, sand it down, and then we'll check back in with you guys as soon as we get that all clean.
Too juvenile hot, 1,000 degrees. Trying to find a girl that's way out of my league. In the first place and you second to me. Every single day you know I'm out here wrecking the beat. Like that, I was in the back. I was really trying to get it popping off rap. I'ma spit crack, swear to God that. Hating on me, get to stepping like a frat. Yeah, I seen her playing like I'm back on the road. Red on top, red like I'm stacking my dough. Beef on the grill like my spatula, bro. Think that you real and you actually dope. Doing my thing like I'm supposed to be dope. Sick with the flow, don't get close to me, dog. Bagging your chick, groceries, dog. And I'm up in this bitch, ovaries, dog. Yeah, up in my zone. I was just fucking the zone. Up in this gone. Used to be trying to get on. Now I'm like, fuck it, we on. Stuck in this song. I just woke up on the lawn. I was just trying to get home. Give me a chance and girl, I ain't gonna break it. Need it right now, I swear to God, I'm about to take it like.
She talk to me like she hate me. Girl, I know that you want me. Cause I make you go crazy. Ain't nobody above me. I be up in your zone. Got you smoking that strong. Sing the words to my song. We got shit going on. She talk to me like she hate me. Girl, I know that you want me. Cause I make you go crazy. Ain't nobody above me. I be up in your zone. Got you smoking that strong. Sing the words to my song.
I've been waiting way too long. Yeah, I've been out here trying to get it. Yeah, I've been waiting way too long. Yeah, I've been out here trying to get it. Yeah, I've been waiting way too long. Yeah, I've been out here trying to get it. Yeah, I've been waiting way too long. Yeah, I've been out here trying to get it.
Alright guys, give you a little update on how it's going so far. We got it pretty much sanded all the way down. We got bare metal in all of these spots that had surface rust in it. Mainly on the tire covers is where we had a lot of surface rust in. I don't know if that's a common thing with like maybe some of you guys' truck or whatnot. But we got it all the clear coat off and down to the metal on the surface rust spot. You can still see where some of the surface rust was, but literally I was scrubbing that for a very long time and I just could not get it to come off anymore. Most of the spots are pretty good though. But now what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab our lacquer thinner. If you don't have lacquer thinner, I think brake clean works also. It's supposed to work pretty good, but we're gonna grab our lacquer thinner and some microfiber towels, and we're gonna go ahead and wipe down the entire bed. Once we got a clean bed with no debris or no dust, oh, by the way, the air tool was working great. This Husky air compressor was working really good. I love it because like this regulator is so easy to read and so easy to do. And it's just pretty compact, pretty small, not that loud. It's kind of quiet actually. And then it's got two spots where I can hook up different tools. Like I can hook up my air tool, my paint tool. So I don't know, I really like this Husky air compressor, not too loud. But we're about to use the lacquer thinner. Microfiber towels are going to wipe down the entire bed and then check back in with you guys here in a minute.
It's never fair because you care and I just transfer the blame. I transfer my pain, ashamed to know that you could do better. How selfish is it? My concern is if I'm making you wetter. How selfish is it? You just want me because I make you feel better. And we just chop it up to being drunk. There's wine on your sweater, alone but together. We always make it less than it seems. It's funny how if you have feelings you're weak. So we say less than we mean. You hate waiting, we're not dating and not vocal. We're game playing, I hate saying, but still hopeful. I'm conflicted, I'm lost in a lot of women. I know our situation's been sticky since the beginning. She left me out in limbo. You deal with my indecision. Don't know if you'll ever love me or love the talent I'm.
Alright guys, we just applied our primer to our bare metal spot. Again, it says acid number 8 on there, and it's a 1K etch primer. Seems to be working pretty good. It went on very easily. 2 coats. I did 2 coats, by the way, 20 minutes in between each coat, and now I just finished the second coat, so I have to wait 20 minutes. Then I'm going to hit it with our adhesion promoter. Adhesion promoter is going to be for the spots that I really couldn't get to sandpaper in because of the area that it was in being maybe too tight for sandpaper to get in. The bed rails Up here is where I'm going to be using probably a majority of the adhesion promoter, but I'm not going to be using that much. I don't think I need to use that much. I did get a good majority of the bed covered with sandpaper, and I got it pretty smooth. You know, it took about 3 hours, by the way, to do all that sanding that y'all seen in that time lapse, but about to wait 20 minutes. Like I said, this seems to be doing very well. And after that dries, we're going to hit it with our adhesion promoter. Then after we hit it with the adhesion promoter, we're going to go ahead and take our kits out of the boxes. Again, I already showed you guys how to do it, or I told you guys how to do it, but I'm going to show you guys how to do it here in a minute. So we're going to let this dry and then get right into it. All right, guys, it's been 20 minutes. We're going to go ahead and start hitting it with our adhesion promoter.
Like I'm back on the road, bread on top, bread like I'm stacking my dough. Beef on the grill like my spatula broke. Think that you real and you actually don't. Doing my thing like I'm supposed to be dog. Sit with the flow, don't get close to me, dog. Bagging your chick, groceries, dog, and I'm up in this bitch. Ovaries, dog.
All right, guys, that was our final stage of preparation. Now we're going to wait about 20 to 30 solid minutes, let this completely dry, and then we're going to go ahead and start preparing our bottles to be sprayed. I'm going to get all of this prepared, laid out, and then I'll be showing you guys how exactly to do it. It's stupid simple. You guys will be able to understand it pretty quickly, and I'm really excited to see how this bed turns out. All right, guys, we finally made it to the fun part, laying on the product. That's what we all been waiting for. I think it goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. Make sure you're in a cool area. Make sure you're like in a garage covered area. Wind's not going to interfere with any of this product getting laid on. So with that out of the way, pretty much going to show you guys the process. It's stupid simple. You take your bottle of Raptor liner, unscrew the top. As you can, well, you can't really tell, but it's filled up to like in this area somewhere. So you're going to get your hardener, which is right here, and you're going to fill it up all the way to this line that we discussed earlier. So I got my hardener, and within 20 minutes we need to spray this. I'm going to do a practice run on 60 psi. I think I'm going to go 60 psi. By the way, guys, the lower the psi, the thicker or the more rough the Raptor liner is going to be. So if you shoot it at 40 psi, it's going to be a lot rougher texture. But if you shoot it at 60 psi like I'm going to do, I think you can even shoot it up to 80 psi. It smoothens out, but 60 psi is plenty rough, but it's not like lava rock rough. I don't want to go too rough on the bed, but I do want it to be durable and last a long time, of course. So we're going to go 60 psi today. I got some cardboard laid up on the side of the garage right now, which we're about to shoot and practice because I haven't sprayed this stuff yet. I want to get a feel for it. But we're going to fill our hardener up to that line. Remember, within 20 minutes we need to go ahead and expend this, but we need to also make sure that we shake it up very well. Alright, so our hardener is on that line. Go ahead and place this hardener aside. Grab our bottle, and this is the process I'm going to use. I think it's going to take me about 6 of these bottles. By the way, you can buy these bottles individually on the Upool site or on Amazon and stuff. So I'm thinking it's going to take me about 6 bottles. So really all you need to buy is a kit, the gun, which is 20 bucks, 120 bucks for the kit, and then 2 bottles. I don't know how much they sell for individually, but I'm sure it'd be the cheapest way to do it that way. So we're just going to shake this for about 2 minutes, and then I'll see you guys in the corner of the garage where we're about to do a little bit of a demo. One more thing, guys, the spray gun, you just insert it directly into the bottle and just screws on. It's threaded on the bottom of the spray gun, so you just thread it on in. And then also there's a hole in the top of this spray gun. So whenever you're spraying it, make sure you don't go like this and try to get underneath, because then it's going to drip out and then you're going to have really bad spots. So try to get like in the angles underneath the bed, like over there. I'm going to try to just go like this and try to go at an angle so I don't have to go like this, because then it's just going to drip out of the hole. Alright guys, I just screwed the product on. I'm wearing eye protection now because I'm wearing my shooting eye pro from the range, but I just screwed this stuff on. We're at 60 psi of air, so I'm trying to gauge my distance, how far I need to be from the bed of the truck so I can get the best coating on there as possible. Seems to be working pretty well. As that's about the texture I want. So since we're on a time limit with this thing, I'm not gonna let this dry. It looks great to me, so we're gonna jump right into painting the bed. I just cleaned off these shoes so that I wouldn't contaminate the bed and the nice primer we put on here. So I got some clean shoes on. Here goes nothing. Alright guys, it seems to be working really good. I'm not going to take too big of a break, but I just wanted to show you guys kind of how it's working out so far. But like I said, I'm not going to take big of a break. I just ran out of that first bottle, so now I'm going to switch to my second bottle. I'm going to add some hardener to it, shake it up really good, and then I'm going to start painting and finishing the sides. I ended right here. I ended up running out right there in that spot. So I got to finish up the sides, then I'm going to start going on the bed. I'll check back with you guys here in 1 second.
All of this shit going on, the shootings are strong. One shot to the head and I'm gone. I'm losing control, but I can't let it go, cause I'm trying to get more. And I've been in the moment, I've been in the zone, and I'm moving alone. I don't pick up the phone when my family calls.
Alright guys, we just got finished. It's got to dry in a couple spots, but I'm really impressed on how this ended up, guys. Give you kind of a 360 of the entire truck bed. It turned out great. Like I said, it needs to dry in a few spots. Ended up using only 3 bottles to do this entire truck bed. So if you're kind of wanting to do the same thing, all you have to do is get that $120 kit that comes with 4 bottles and the hardener, and then the $20 spray gun. So $140 can pretty much get you all of this. And if you have surface rust spots, I ended up using, or if you have, you're probably going to need some of this because there's going to be some hard to reach areas. I used 1 bottle of promoter and I used a bottle and a half of primer. So if you guys are trying to do the same job, that's kind of maybe the same amount of products that you need to get. But I'm really impressed with how this turned out, guys. I'll show you guys tomorrow in the next video, because like I said in the beginning, this is another truck upgrade right here that I'm really excited about. You guys are going to really enjoy too. I'll put it in that video when everything completely dries. I'll show you guys what it looks like. Oh, and also the tailgate. I haven't even shown you that the entire time. I've been working that on it silently over here. It turned out great. The tailgate turned out really awesome, guys. I didn't mess up anything on the tailgate. I'll give you a shot on this angle too. It was really easy to apply. It turns out really good. I really suggest a 60 psi. I mean, if you're going for like rock crawling or you want something like ridiculously thick, then 40 psi will do for you. But I really like the look of the 60 psi. I think it looks amazing. Kind of a slow shot of it. Turned out really good. I'm not even gonna move anything for 24 hours. So I'm just gonna keep this here for 24 hours. I might move it to the back of the truck so that no one like in the middle of the night tries to steal it, because I don't actually have a garage door on this house. But other than that, we're gonna let the truck sit. I'm gonna keep everything as far as the masking tape on overnight and for the next 24 hours. I'm not gonna take anything off. I'm gonna keep everything masked. It's gonna sit just like this for the next 24 hours, and I'm really excited to see how it looks in the morning. But that is gonna do it for this video, guys. I need to shower up. I got stuff all over my face. I got black stuff everywhere. But I'm gonna go rinse off. I'm gonna edit this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much if you made it to the end of the video. That's awesome. Please leave a like. Helps a ton with the YouTube search results. If you have any questions as far as where to get these products, like I said, I'll put the link in the below to the U-Pool website. Is exactly where I got mine, or you can get it off Amazon. You can get it the cheapest there. But if you go to like a body shop or something that carries this, you're gonna get charged like 150, 160 bucks. You're gonna pay a little bit extra, so I suggest going online and getting it. But if you have any other questions as far as applying it, or maybe something that I missed, but as far as the prep process or everything, I think I covered it all. But like I said, if you have any questions whatsoever, just comment them down below. I read and respond to every single comment. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Also, guys, one more thing. I thought I'd put this in the video. I do have an electric sander. I just chose not to use it because I felt like the manual hand sander got a little bit better as far as me actually being able to control it more and put the elbow grease down to get the surface rust spots out. So ended up not using my electric sander. I think, like I said, it turns out a better product in the end. It takes longer, but by hand it turns out a little bit better. But of course, if you want to use the electric sander, I'm not against it. I actually thought about bringing it out halfway through when I started to get a little bit tired, but ended up not doing it. Like I said, prep, mask, everything took about, I'd say 4 hours. I started this about 2 o'clock today, ending at about 8 o'clock. So whole process about 6 hours to get everything done. But thank you for staying to the end of the video, and I'll see you in the next one.